Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna list the top 5 things that I'm researching when joining a new Revshare. Now many people are asking me what are the main things to look out for, so I decided to bring it down to the top 5 things. Of course there are more that in your research you can go through a lot of different factors and criteria, but there are a few things that are really important and you have to start with this. I start with who is the admin. That's my first rule. Is I need to know who is the admin of the Revshare. Is that a real person, or is it someone hiding behind a fake Facebook profile or hidden IP address? These are important factors because with Revshares they take longer time and you need to build up your account over a few months, and you need to know that there is some sort of sustainability and security, that you have that time to to build up your account and progress and start reach a point where you can withdraw $100 a day or something like that. Many people are working with Revshares because they want that passive residual income that will bring them, let's say, $100 a day. That for many people that is a life-changing income. So when you're choosing a Revshare, you need to know that that Revshare has some sort of longevity and sustainability, and it's got enough prospect for you to reach that point where you can withdraw 100 a day. So knowing that the admin is a real person and it's a genuine person, it's very important, because that way it's less likely that they can just disappear in an instant. And with a lot of programs, they do disappear and they do stop paying. So it's important to know who is the admin. Even if you don't know them personally, of course, it's important to know that that's a real person and they have some sort of public profile, whether it be on social media or generally, you do research on Google as well, not only Facebook. But yeah, the first thing is the admin. The next thing is who is promoting the business. I'm looking for which are the top leaders of that Revshare that are promoting it. I'm going on YouTube, I'm seeing the videos, I'm going on Facebook groups, and I'm seeing who is pushing the program the most. And are these people that I know, or are they completely unknown people? Like after a while, when you're in Revshares, you develop a network and you start knowing people. So you have a lot of people in your network. You might not personally know them, but you will be following them and you will see what they're doing, what they're promoting. Are they successful in what they're promoting? And of course, when you're joining a new Revshare, you want to know that some of those people are in that Revshare, which means that you can take it more seriously. If that Revshare is being promoted by completely new people that you have never heard or never seen, maybe it's not yet established, and you want to be in a business that, even if it's not yet established, at least it's got a good hype and a good buzz about it in pre-launch, so that you know that serious people are getting in that business, which means for you it's got more potential. That's, at least that's how I judge. The third thing is you need to decide who should be your sponsor. Now when you're joining a Revshare, you need to have a sponsor. You need to have someone who can lead you and guide you and talk to you. You need someone who will be responding to your messages and will be helping develop your strategy so that you can make the most of it. You need someone who is knowledgeable about that Revshare. Even if they're not the top leader, you need someone who is knowledgeable enough to guide you properly, and someone you can trust. So joining a top leader is not always the best thing to do, because even though they might have amazing results and a big network of people, it is because of that big number of people that they need to assist that they might not be able to to be the best person for you, because you are joining later on. They already have 200 or 300 people in their network. They don't have the time to be guiding you and explaining to you what are the different options and features, or send you messages to alert you about stuff. You need someone who has that time to dedicate to you, to help you in your progress. Also, you will be a part of a team, so you need to know that that team is a strong team, and it's not a team of too many people where you're just one of 100 or one of a few hundred, where you can't have the time and the attention of that leader to to be able to progress easily. So it's very important to choose the right person to guide you. So if you see YouTube videos and you get these people who have amazing results, really high figures and a lot of signups, if you decide to join with them, at least send them a few messages and see how can they guide you, see how they respond to you, see if they're going to give you some ideas about strategies and stuff like that before you decide to join with them. Because once you join, you don't want to be in a position where you have a sponsor that is not responding to your messages and doesn't really guide you. So you start asking other people and you start trying to to get that mentorship from someone else who is not really your sponsor. That is not an ideal situation, is it? That's number 3. Number 4 is what are the members in the Facebook groups talking about. So it's important to join the Facebook groups. There will be always a few Facebook groups of any good Revshare, and there will be one which is official, but then there will be quite a few other ones, just done by members. These are all very important, so join as many as you can, maybe 5, 6, 10, not more than 10 anyway, but if you can join 10, join them and just go on their walls on a daily basis and see what people are posting and discussing. See what kind of problems people are complaining about. People will be always complaining about problems, of course. That doesn't mean the Revshare is crap and you shouldn't be joining it, but you need to know what are the problems they're discussing. Is it something temporary? Is it something that is minor? Is it something about a payment processor that maybe you're not using, so it doesn't it doesn't apply to you? There are many things that people will be complaining about, and you don't have to worry about every single thing, but you need to be aware of the different issues with the program. And if there are too many issues with that program, maybe you shouldn't be joining it, or maybe not right now. So then you can just keep an eye on the program for another few weeks, a month or something like that, and then you can join it if you decide that it's safe, if everything is being resolved easily and quickly. So that's number 4. And the last thing that I'm checking when I'm joining a Revshare is I'm testing. Like, I join and maybe I will deposit a tiny amount, 50, 100, something like that. And in the first few days, I'm going to see how my earnings are being calculated. Is everything going smooth and correct? And I'm going to do withdrawal. That's also the first thing I'm going to do before I decide to put more money into a system. Is I'm going to do a withdrawal and I'm going to test how long it takes. Is it instant, or is it a day or 2 or something like that? And is it even happening? Because sometimes Revshare starts, especially if you're joining a Revshare in the very beginning, you don't have enough feedback from other people, so you haven't seen enough proof on withdrawals. And to be honest, proof from other people is good, but it's not always the 100% guarantee that everything will work for you. Sometimes there are issues happening, and sometimes even there might be minor issues with just 1 or 2 accounts. And if you happen to be that person that has a problem with the way their account is being linked and is responding, you don't want that to happen when you have $1,000 to withdraw or something like that. You want it to be when you're still working with small amounts. So I would always start with $100 max in the first week, and I'll be testing all the different features, but mostly I will test the withdrawal. I would see how easy it happens for me and how soon the money comes into my account, and if I'm happy with that, then I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna deposit some more money. So yes, very important, before you deposit 500 or 1,000 or anything as big as that, test the withdrawal and make sure that it works for you. Okay, so these are the 5 things that I'm researching mostly when I'm joining a Revshare. Of course, there are a few other things that I look up as well. I check their ratings on Alexa. I check a lot of feedback from people that I know. I send messages to people and I ask them. That's another thing you need to do. So that's 6. So this is basically my bonus tip. Yeah, just speak to people and try to find people that you know from your network that are in these Revshares. They might not necessarily be your sponsor, but if you're connected with them, just send questions. People will always respond, and people will always be happy to connect with you and advise you and stuff like that. And also gather feedback from different people, because you will see that when people advise you, they advise you according to their own experience. So different people will have different experience, and according to what they deposited and how much they made, you know, they will have different views on things, so it's good to get feedback from different places. Okay, I hope this is all helpful, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.